Time to pull over and take a look at some Arrested Development. We go up against the wall today on an all-new episode of The Ekko. Good morning. This is The Ekko. Today is May 5th, 2023. I'm Alexander Anderson, and we have a big show for you today. Let's jump right in with an update on the girls' softball team. The girls have flourished so far this season with the work of new teammates who continuously lend a hand to support others. The games up to this point have been exciting and close. The Ekko stopped by a recent game and the competition was fantastic, with plenty of bases stolen, close calls, and even great runs. The next scheduled home game is tomorrow against Hill Murray, 8 p.m. at Vets Park for softball day in Hastings. While some athletes like their actions with bats and balls, others prefer something a little more physical. The Ekko's Brandon Boyd paid a recent visit to the local club of participants who show off their skills with their bare hands. Here's the story.
Martial arts. Go! Spanning over 5 continents with around 100 million people practicing. It's a pastime that seems to be enjoyed by all ages. It's not all about a good workout.
And I'm just more athletic overall. Keeps me on my feet. I'm actually doing things.
Reese talking about confidence.
That's something I could really use in day to day and like standing up for myself.
And her sister Brooklyn thought it would be fun to join in.
I thought it was like really cool and everyone was doing it and I just kind of wanted to be a part of that.
Dan McDonough, their teacher, loves teaching every class that comes in.
I would say right now we're probably around 220 active students.
McDonough has been teaching for decades and would love to keep teaching.
For a long, long time, I taught a school that had maybe about 70, 80 students back in the 1990s. And then all of a sudden, right around COVID time, we had a huge boom.
Although they didn't join during the COVID boom, these 3 students have had their adventures during class.
It's been fun. There's been some on and off, so it gets a little tough, but at the end you just have to push through and make it.
McDonough has been doing martial arts for a long time now, so his students haven't quite been able to catch up to him.
Probably getting over self-discipline, because no one's really good at self-discipline, and so yeah, I would say practicing that is the biggest obstacle I overcame.
But some do plan on moving on to black belt and helping out with teaching.
I would like to, yeah. As long as I can, hopefully. Like there might be on and off breaks, but I want to keep going.
McDonough has his whole family involved in martial arts as well.
My daughter has started. She started just before she was 4 years old.
Although karate is the main focus in the studio, McDonough knows many other varieties as well.
3 years of experience on jiu-jitsu. There's some judo, combat judo actually was kind of fun.
Maybe his students will follow in his footsteps to learn his differing types of martial arts he knows.
I hope so if I can get to a black belt in time. It also depend on what other activities we have in life and also a lot of homework from school.
They can fight alongside their teachers, helping younger students with their technique.
And after 7 years of hard work, I'm finally going to test for my black belt. I'm going to go until I graduate, and then that's when I'm going to probably stop. I might pick it up in the future.
Well, one thing is for certain, black belts are just around the corner for these 3. Reporting for The Ekko, I am Brandon Boyd.
Thanks, Brandon, for showing how martial arts helps you and the people you teach. Stop by Cottage Grove National Karate just to see what you're missing. And you might even see Brandon in action himself. Okay, why don't we cool off a bit? The National Honor Society held its annual evening banquet and recognition program recently. NHS celebrated its success over the school year, like the HHS Halloween party, the annual bake sale, and the Red Cross blood drive doing so well, collecting over 80 units. With community impacts also come people from our own school who have completed over 50 service hours this year. With so many achievements, we want to congratulate all the new 2023 to 2024 NHS officers.
Let me hear your characters and see interesting things that you're doing.
Actors and stagehands have been busy this week fine-tuning the production of Frankie and the Gingerbread Boy. The story revolves around a girl in high school who resorts to baking to create life. This play looks to be something really special. And opening night is tonight with additional performances happening tomorrow night and Sunday afternoon. Be sure to catch Frankie and the Gingerbread Boy. In this final season of The Ekko, we are taking some time to look back on some of our favorite stories. And over the years, many of our favorites have been animal stories, from dogs to turtles. Today, we revisit 2012 when we first aired this absolutely beautiful tale.
Esther Suseg, a senior here at Hastings High School, has a passion for something quite different, something little, something cute, sheep. Esther has been raising sheep for 5 years and loves every minute of it. In order to get the sheep, Esther's parents had to approve, and luckily for Esther, her mom was all on board.
It's kind of a hard project for us because the market sheep, you have to clip them, and it's very intense. But these, we show with their wool on. So when we found out about the Shetland sheep and some people that we knew were ready to sell them, then we thought, well, then we had to beg Dad. And Dad's rule has always been you can't have anything bigger than the dog on the property. And as you see, Lars is a St. Bernard, and so the sheep do qualify because they are smaller than him.
For Esther, working with these cute animals brings great rewards.
When the spring comes around and all the babies are born because they're so cute and they don't know how to walk, so they just start jumping everywhere, and it's fun.
Along with the rewards comes great memories and laughs.
Well, I've been showing the sheep at the fair for 4 years, and 1 year the sheep got out of their pen and went across the fairgrounds and across the street of the fair, and so they were crossing traffic, and it was kind of scary to get them back, and the cars were stopping and honking, and they were probably a little confused.
Raising the sheep, of course, comes with responsibility, having to care for and feed the sheep, but Esther still enjoys the sheep and can't imagine her life without them.
It'd be pretty weird because I wouldn't wake up to the obnoxious sounds of their baaing every morning.
With sheep having such a strong role in her life, she has had to take into consideration her future with sheep.
It depends. I'm hoping to live in the city for a while, and then if I come back like in my older years and have a family, then I might bring back and have sheep again or something.
Reporting for the Ekko, this is Marissa Novak.
More than a dozen tutors from our writing center took a trip recently to the University of Minnesota. They spent the morning working with writing consultants, picking up tips on how to help people improve their own writing. Students also were able to join in a creative writing marathon. Being able to find a passion within is something that has left students feeling more alive.
Going there actually, it was fun, getting to meet new people and I guess coach others and get opinions on other things too.
Have you ever had any experiences with the police? What was your last experience like? Well, one of our very own members of the Ekko was at the police station just the other day. Let's check in with Isaac Ebling to see what's going on.
Our safety in this country relies heavily on our local police departments. From doing work in the office to protecting citizens outside. And one student at HHS is right there with them,
helping out around town.
To many, AJ Jagger is just another student here at Hastings High School. But AJ has recently started working with the police department here in Hastings. And is part of their police reserve program.
For police reserves, we mainly help out for community events. We can assist other officers at traffic stops or other calls.
A program for those who want to volunteer, help out, and also get some training and experience. Many in the department find AJ's involvement pretty helpful.
I think AJ has an interest in law enforcement, and we're excited to have him because it's always good to get some young blood in there.
Chief Wilski also expresses the importance of the reserve.
Being able to have a reserve here to help direct traffic or help with community concerns, community questions, extremely beneficial.
And hopes to see more people getting involved in the future.
I would absolutely recommend volunteer, community service officer in some capacity.
By encouraging more to join. AJ is pretty new to the reserve program.
Probably my second month.
But has been trying to work as much as possible.
So far, from the probably near 70 hours I've put in, I've enjoyed every minute of it.
AJ already has plans for the future as well.
I'm going to be going to Alexandria Technical College for their law enforcement program.
But for now, he will stick with the local PD on their reserve squad. Being a police officer is something that really clicks for AJ.
When AJ told us that he wanted to be a police officer, that actually really fit. Last year when he was a junior, there was a false alarm where we thought there was a shooter in the building. And he was really angry that those kinds of things happen. When he left the building and he saw the police officers' presence and how fast they were here and how ready they were to protect people, he went home from school that day and he told my husband, don't tell Mom, but I've decided I'm going to be a police officer.
Police work is important to him.
Well, for me, police work really means serving our community, like helping out with our community events.
And others can see that from him as well.
AJ is a good communicator. He's excited and he's interested in law enforcement.
He'll go out on a patrol for, I don't know, 6-8 hours.
But there's something that makes AJ a little more special in the department.
When AJ applied, he was 17, so we took his application, we interviewed him, but at the same time we couldn't have him start till he was 18, so he's our youngest reserve that we've ever had.
It's unique being the youngest person in the unit.
But it doesn't stop him from chasing his dreams.
It's fun. I like being out there, helping out the other officers.
As AJ continues to patrol through Hastings, we can rely on him, our local police, and departments around all of our communities to keep us safe. Signing off for this episode, this has been Isaac Ebling, reporting for the Ekko.
From supporting our community to helping others remain safe, we wish AJ all the best in his career. Hey, that brings our show this week to a close. I'm Alexander Anderson, and have a good weekend. You be safe out there. We'll see you next time on The Ekko.